guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. So today we're going to be creating 3 Valentine's Day content flyers. So let's get started. So you're just going to click create a design, Instagram post, square. Okay, so I'm just going to save this. That. So I already have 3 pictures that I want to use. Now you could use any picture. I have a design in my mind. That's one thing with graphic designing, like you have to have a vision of what you want to create. So I have pictures here. So the first thing I'm going to do is add a background. So I'm just going to type up pink because I want to do pink. So I'm going to choose this one, set it as background, and turn down the transparency. Now I'm going to have okay, so I want the background to be a little pink. So I'm going to add the picture so that I can get the color. So I'm going to use this picture. So let me just change the background color. So I'm going to use, yes, the light pink here. You'll notice that when I click it, the background kind of changes, because if I click white, the background is going to get kind of whitish. I'm using the pink, right? So just going to turn this down a little more, right? So we're going to center our picture to the middle of the page. And we're gonna blend out the bottom of the bottom here. As you can see, I cut. We're gonna blend that out. So to blend it out, go into elements and type in gradient. Click this pinkish one here, and you're gonna change it to the color that we just chose for the background, so the light pink. You're gonna change both colors to the light pink. And then we're going to make it bigger. Make sure it's just to the bottom. We're going to fade it out a little bit so that it's blending with the back, because we did transparency for the background, so we have to do that for here as well. So we're going to add this one, and then we have to duplicate it until we don't see that cut anymore. So I'm just going to keep duplicating it. We're still seeing it, so I'm still going to duplicate. Okay, let's zoom in and see. I'm still seeing it a little bit, so we're going to just do one more and see. Okay, so you can hardly see the cut. Sorry, my screen is going up and down all that, I don't know. Right, so now we're going to add the text. So this flyer is for, like, if you're selling wigs or doing hair, anything along the lines of that. So our heading or words for this flyer is going to be love is in the hair. So I'm going to just do love, type love, I'm going to use Roxborough as my font. I want to use white as the color and put an effect. So splice, let's do white. Let's do both white. Right, and to remove the kind of effect it have them, we're just gonna put offset to 0 and just lessen down thickness just a bit, and we have our first word. Just gonna put it in the middle. Right, so we're gonna do the same thing for is in the. Same thing for is in there. We're just gonna smallen this just a bit so that it lines up. I think let's biggen this a little bit. So we're just trying to get all the things to line up perfectly. So I think that's good there. And then we're going to do here. Right. But we're going to put this one as pink. This color pink here. So we're going to splice because splice creates a kind of outline effect, and we're also going to change the same color here so that we get this finished look. So I'm just going to finish lining up these here. Put up this a little bit. So to group these three, I want to group these three together so that I'm just going to click one, press shift on my keyboard and click the other two. Sorry. Click the other two, press the 3 dots here, and I'm going to click group so that we move all at the same time. I'm just going to push up here. Alright, we'll go to the middle. Alright guys, I'm just trying to get the space in between each one, right? I think that's good there. So we have lovers in the hair. So this is fly number 1. You see, that was simple. So we're going on to fly number 2. We're going to state that we have a special, maybe a certain discount. So I have my other pick that I want to use, which is this one. We're going to use the same background as the first picture, the flowers. So we're just going to go back into recently used, replace background, and we're doing the same thing with the transparency. So making sure it's the same. Going back to check the transparency of this one, I can't. Okay, so I think it's about there. Right, so we're just going to put her at the bottom here. Put her at the bottom here. Then the edit image, shadows, glue. I'm just going to give the picture a little glue with black. Apply. And then we're going to add the words. So I'm just going to duplicate one of this because I'm using the same font for all three. So I'm just going to type in Valentines, Day Special. It's going to make it way smaller, I think 60. I'm going to put this as black. I'm taking off the effects off of this one. I'm not going to have any splice effect on this one. I'm just putting this here at the top. Valentine's Day Special. And then we're going to have a sign saying 20% off. So we're just going to duplicate this. 20% off. I think I'm going to put a background on this. We can rotate this a little bit to give it a kind of effect. So we're going into elements, we're going into shapes, and you're going to click this here square, and you're going to put it as black. We're going to add an outline and put the outline color as white. I'm just going to line it up here with this. Make sure to rotate it as well. We're just going to change the border size, border weight, sorry, and put it up a little bit. That's what we have, 20% off. And then we want to state on what, so we just put all wigs, so we just duplicate this here so that we get the same effect. We don't want to be having to edit the text and finding back the font that we use. To make it easier, we just duplicate. Right, so we're just going to group these two so we don't have to move them separately. So we press one element. Let's say before, press shift, click the other one, you click the three buttons at the side and you click group. You move it down. So as you can see, this is our second page. Valentine's Day Special, 20% off all wigs. Very simple. So we're moving on to the last page, which is a featured page. So I'm going to add words like tag us to be featured. So you're just going to duplicate again this so we don't have to do much work. Tag us. I'm just gonna add that there. And then duplicate this to be featured. Sorry. To be featured. And we don't want this too big. And then we just put this as black. Just have the splice effect, so make sure you change both colors to black. Tag us to be featured, and now I'm going to use a phone mockup. The link will be in my description down below. I will put it in a drive, and allow you to have this markup, so if you want to use it, easy access. If you all have anywhere that you'll get phone markups, you'll feel free, but I use this one. So I'm just going to put this in the middle here. I'm going to rotate it just a bit. And I'm going back and I'm going to use my last photo, which is this one. And I'm going to fit it into where you see. Yeah, just make sure to rotate it properly. And to cut out the sides. Right. Zoom in, make sure to get it fitted. Make sure all the sides are good. Make sure it's not going over too much. So I'm just going to zoom in and see how this looks. I need to come out of it. Oh, movement. Yeah. Just come out of it. Yeah, I think that's good. And then we just group it. So again, I click the element, I click shift on my keyboard, I click the other element and I click group so that I'll be able to move it together. Right, and that is our 3 Valentine's Day flyer. So we have this first one, tag us to be featured. We have this one stating, the sale. And then we have the first one, which basically introduces the sale. So that's it for today's video, guys. So make sure to comment down below what other videos you all want to see. Like, share, subscribe. See you guys in the next video.